Okay, we're live, episode 3, not live, but live for you, the listener. Thank you for listening to episode 2, or you watched it on YouTube, or you saw some shorts on Instagram. By the way, make sure to smash that Instagram subscription button and follow us on YouTube and repost on our Twitter. No, I haven't posted anything on Twitter, but yeah, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Thanks for liking. Thanks for listening. We're here. Episode 3. We're live. You're driving to work. Watch out! No, I'm just kidding.
You're driving to work. There's a semi crossing into your lane, but don't pay attention to it.
Yeah. Just listen to us.
Yeah.
I have in my notes, top of the list, don't say like at all. I'm trying not to say like anymore.
Yeah.
I say too much. I was editing the last one, and I was like, God,
You were like,
I hate this. I was like...
I say a lot, People don't pay attention. Now that you've mentioned it, everyone's going to,
Yeah. So I think it's good, though. I think it's good because then they can yell at me for saying like, and that way I don't say it as much. Like, damn it. I was going to say, I'm locked in. And I was like,
you've just ruined the rest of the podcast for yourself.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good. Hold me accountable.
Yep. Every time you say like, I'm just going to look at you.
I probably won't even know what you're looking at me for.
Yeah. You're going to be like, what?
Yeah. Why are you looking at me?
Stop. Yeah.
I mean, you're always looking at me anyway.
I mean, I'm looking at you.
I didn't get
I'm looking at you.
All right. Do you want to... What did we say last time that we're going to... Oh, yeah. Dolphins. What? The Dolphins, dude.
Oh. Oof.
Sorry to bring that up at the beginning, but...
Rough.
I'm going to forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Miami did not play well. Fucking story of my life, I mean, hey, what can you do?
Nothing.
Another year, another Dolphins losing, another Dolphins loss. I was gonna say loss or lose.
Loosening their grip.
They're falling apart and crying. I mean,
sorry to any Dolphins fans. Sorry.
And another year of the Bucks coming back and doing something.
Okay,
Isn't that crazy?
Well.
Okay, all right.
They won one game in the playoffs.
That's kind of crazy though. Without Tom Bradford,
without the GOAT. Well, now they got
Bradyford.
Now they got the baker. He's in the kitchen. Yeah. He's in the pastry shop, whipping up some.
He's cooking
some Mayfields. He's baking some Mayfields. Okay.
He's baking Mayfields.
I don't want to get too into the football talk because I feel like.
Well, I bet $20 on the Buccaneers to win.
Well,
so
if you lose, you might go bankrupt.
Yeah,
that'll be unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the last of my
all
money.
Your money.
It's just all $20 on it.
Riding on the Bucks, baby.
Let's get it.
Bucks are broke. Bucks or bust.
Bucks or bust. I'm on the Bucks train. We get some Buccaneers in here. Are there any Buccaneers in here? Do you hear some Buccaneers over there? What are Buccaneers?
No, I think
they're like pirates
the
or
East
what?
India Trading Company wiped them all out. I'm
Buccaneers
pretty sure.
are like
they're
pirates.
Gone. Yeah, they're pirates.
Yeah.
They're
like old pirates. They're
like sleigh pirates. They're like fashionista pirates, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of which, were we going to what do you call it? Oh, what's the word?
Gasparilla?
Gasparilla.
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about it.
We should pod at the Gasparilla. It's on a weekend, so.
We should just interview. We should have like an extra mic and we should interview people.
Yeah. Just too many.
How drunk are you? And then they just scream into the microphone.
Yeah. Well, too many drinks deep at Gasparilla. It could get pretty crazy.
Yeah, and we're mobile, so.
Yeah, we're mobile.
We could have someone filming.
Chasing after
we could have someone filming with the camera.
Yeah.
And then just go, sir, like running after like Baker Mayfield on a float.
Yeah.
Baker.
How do you feel about the current socio-economic crisis? And
how do you feel about the Detroit Lions loss? This is gonna be sad if they lose because this is coming out after the game.
Yeah,
this is coming out on Monday, so we should record 2 episodes. One if they win, we'll release that one, and then if they lose, we'll release the other one. Bucks lost, feels bad.
Yeah.
All right, cut that.
Or cut that.
Let's go, Bucks win, baby! The Bucks are going all the way.
Mr. Baker at it again. Dude, he went through like 8 teams or something, and then...
Well, if they beat the Lions, who are they playing?
He's been through a lot of head coaches. I mean, he's coming into his own. Shout out Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, hasn't he been through like 8?
Yeah,
in like 8 years or something?
Yeah, like 8
or in, I don't know.
teams, I guess. I don't know.
How?
And he's always been like, I guess, okay, but...
Who are they playing if they win?
I don't know. Isn't this for the division? Isn't this like
No.
no? It's
No,
like
the next
it's
game
like
is for the division.
quarterfinals for football.
It's either the 49ers or the I don't know the
Chiefs.
bracket. No,
Who are the
Chiefs
Chiefs
are in
against?
the NFC, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
Or the
right, yeah. The
AFC.
Bucks and Miami are separate. They're like on opposite
Yeah, but
sides.
it doesn't make sense because they're right next to each other.
Right. It
They're
would be
just like-
cool for a Miami Bucks.
True. They
game.
would sell tickets.
That would be cool.
There would be Floridians fighting each other.
Yeah, they'd be like
Okay.
That'd be one for the history.
I'm
books.
going to rein this in.
Okay, all right.
I don't know how much of our listener base is
Yeah,
football.
yeah. I don't want to go on too much about football, but I could bring up something, but maybe save it for like a news segment or something.
What do you have?
Well, I saw on Twitter. Did you see that another like Boeing plane like caught fire from Miami International?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really? I
From
saw a video of
Miami?
it. I don't know how true this is. I didn't look at it. I didn't look up. I didn't
Me
I didn't
it
look
up
anything up. I didn't look up. If I looked up, I would have saw it. You know, just burning
Here.
across
I
the sky.
typed in Boeing plane and Catches Fire came up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, a day ago. NBC's holy, that
Boeing
photo is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, I think they landed and everything was fine, but
Okay,
it
it's
was
like
on
auto
fire.
playing a video now.
It was on fire.
Don't play any videos, please.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. There's a video.
I know. Yeah. Oh my God! It's just like whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It's
Uh,
there's like little spurts of fire coming out of the
yeah,
back
let
of
me read
it.
here. It made an emergency landing Thursday night after it was seen spewing flames over Miami. The FAA, which is already investigating Boeing after the Alaskan Airlines flight,
They're like, okay, let's wrap this up. Holy shit!
they're like, all right, so door plug's done. Boeing,
stop doing that.
stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
And then some FAA guys like, guys,
Do you guys see that? Guys, what is that?
it was headed for Puerto Rico.
Oh, little Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
How far did it get before it,
It says
spontaneously
a
combusted?
preliminary examination of the engine revealed a softball-sized hole above the number 2 engine. Yeah, that's not. You don't want a softball-sized hole in your. You don't want
some coffee.
You don't want a softball-sized hole in
No.
your airplane engine.
No, a softball-sized hole is.
That's significant.
That's just
Aren't they
enough to
bigger
where
than
you're
baseballs?
like. Yeah, they're like a bit bigger than baseballs, I guess.
Was
It's
that like a?
What would you call a softball-sized hole, other than a softball-sized hole? What would you call it?
Slightly larger than a baseball.
Like a big man punching a hole into your airplane.
into drywall.
Yeah.
Like a fist drywall-sized hole. Maybe a big lemon. No, probably a little bigger. A
Like
small cantaloupe.
Big orange. Small cantaloupe, big orange.
Sure.
Yeah.
The crossover, the
call
Venn
it that.
diagram.
Yeah, I'd be concerned if that happened. Why do they use fruits to measure?
Well, they use the softball
They
in
use
this.
a softball there. Okay.
They use the sports
Yeah.
sports ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nothing
it's
on
not
that
like a-
because it just happened, but
Yeah.
we don't know why. Well, in good news, the FAA is the wheels are already turning on the Boeing investigation.
Yeah.
So just smack this
One
on the
door
end of
closes, another one opens. Or one door opens, and another one catches on fire. I don't
it.
know.
One door flies off the plane and another hole appears on your engine. That's
You
what
know,
they always
look
say.
on the bright side,
Yeah.
and it's bright because it's on fire. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's yikes for
Isn't that
Boeing.
brutal? Yeah, I didn't mean to
Dude,
bring it. I didn't
Boeing
mean to bring this up
stops.
so early, but it's
The market's closed right now. It happened on a Thursday. So-
again. It's happening again. We need an insider trade.
So that means that Boeing stock probably didn't get too affected by it because it happened. It would have only happened for the Friday Open, which so
Right.
only a day Boeing was trading after this.
Mhm.
So my prediction,
Boeing's
Monday.
gonna-
Don't. We are
Don't.
not financial advisors.
But
we are
if you're
not
listening to this
advising-
early Monday, you got to get on Robinhood.
You got. If you're listening to this on release 6 a.m., you have 3.5 hours before markets open. Get ready for Boeing. Probably going to be a good one.
We're gonna make so much money.
Yeah, actually, I might short Boeing really quick.
Do you have you calls traded before, or what is it called?
No, I wouldn't be doing options. No,
Options.
yeah,
That's
it's
what it's
options.
called.
I would not.
That's like lose all your money fast.
Options is
Simulator.
complicated.
Yeah. I feel like I need to turn you up a little bit. Is this mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
This is mine.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
turns up the input.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So Boeing's rough. This isn't a financial podcast, but if you dabble on Robinhood a little bit,
Yeah.
consider.
Consider
okay.
making
Well,
a lot
let
of
me-
money on the tragedy of.
Yeah.
plane
I
crashing.
got another airplane one actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let me pull
Let's
this
turn
up
this
real
into
quick.
an airplane podcast. Let's turn this into a
Airplane breakfast.
airplane break. let's
Dude,
turn
what?
this into
Dude, it's trying to load a banner ad, but it's just using up. Okay. An American airline passenger allegedly bit a female cabin crew member mid-flight on Tuesday, forcing an all Nippon Airways flight bound for Seattle to return to Tokyo.
How hard do you have to bite someone for it to turn
For them
it
to
around,
turn the
for
plane.
them to turn the plane
I
around?
think you have to be like a danger to the passengers on board. To everyone.
To everyone?
To everyone. Like you are wild, feral on the
You're feral on the
Let me see what kind of plane it was.
You are feral on the flight AVA 118.
It was
Flight-
ANA
dude, that-
118,
ANA.
all Nippon Airways.
Wouldn't that be so scary if some dude just started like
Yeah.
biting a bunch of people and you're just like over there like what's going on? And he's just like you know, just like
I don't have
what's
much
going on?
this.
Was
I'm
this guy on
CNN
drugs or
Travel.
something? What's going on?
It was a little over an hour into the flight, so he waited.
Yeah.
So all
He
those
kept it
people,
in.
dude, that
He kept-
sucks. Imagine you're like an hour into your, I
You're
would
relaxing,
imagine
you're
2-digit,
like- you're
like
into
10-hour flight, 12-hour
Yeah.
flight.
Where was it to where was it? Sorry, what?
Seattle from Tokyo.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah. He was detained by police after the plane landed in the capital. They did not name him. The female flight attendant sustained minor injuries.
Wow.
It's
It's like
not
going
the-
to break it up and he just sneaks a bite in there, you know.
In 2022, 2 passengers were given hefty fines for hitting and biting crew and other passengers
What
on
is
separate
with the
flights with
biting?
U.S. carriers American Airlines and Delta Airlines.
What is it with the biting?
They were fined, respectively, the first one, $81,950, and the second one, $77,272 by the FAA.
By the FAA. The FAA.
Crazy that the
finds
FAA
like,
can fine
you
an
for biting.
individual.
Yeah.
Like,
Do they just like have jurisdiction?
I
over
guess,
the,
on planes.
over the airplanes.
Yeah, they're like the air police.
Yeah.
You're
guess-
on.
I guess
you're
you're
on. Yeah, you're in international air, but you're on that. They're on their soil. But
Okay,
like,
I don't know where you're going.
I don't know if the FAA has rule,
Yeah, the sky is the soil
Over-
of the FAA. Yeah.
but I think only in the U.S. So those 2 were American carriers. They were U.S. carriers, American
So they
Airlines
get to, like,
and Delta
yeah.
Airlines. So the FAA can find them, but I don't know whose jurisdiction this Tokyo to Seattle flight was in. I mean, it was over Tokyo.
If you're gonna bite someone on a plane, you gotta wait for like a cross-continental flight, non-American flight, because the FAA will stop you for biting, but I don't know if like China Air
Yeah.
will stop you from biting someone.
Well-
So keep that in mind if you want to.
All Nippon Airways is a Japanese airline. So I think that whatever governing
FAA
body
is
in
considered-
Japan
Right.
that is equivalent to the FAA would be in charge of this.
of the biting incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people do you have to bite? How many people? How big is the bite? For the captain to be like, this guy is too much right now. Like, they couldn't like all band together and like.
Have you seen their mascot?
Now I'm saying like a lot. Whoa! The Nippon Airway.
It's a plane. It's like a humanoid
Okay,
plane.
well that's not a plane.
Well, that's Pikachu.
Okay.
Well, his head is a plane. His head is in like a plane. I don't know why there's
Oh,
only...
I see it. Okay, I see it. He's got like.
Why
little-
is that the only photo?
he's got like a cockpit on his head?
I saw a TikTok of him dancing, but yeah,
Oh.
no, like that's
I've
him.
seen a tic-
Like his
Oh,
head is a
God, yeah.
plane. It's cute.
What was that noise?
Imagine you get an airline with this fucker and someone bites you.
Oh,
This is the
yeah.
last. This is the last airline I would expect to get bitten on. They got
You
Eevee.
just see that guy like you see the mascot.
They have Pokemon on their planes, like the
Oh,
paint
yeah.
on their
It looks
planes. is
really
like
happy.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Why would you want to bite someone when you?
It- well, it
maybe
was
he
an-
thought he was like a Pokemon when he got out there. Maybe he thought it was like.
Did it? Well, let me go back to the biter because I wonder if.
Yeah, bring up the biter. A
Was he
biter is a very
American?
specific type of person, by the way. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
no, yes, American.
yeah, he was American. So he was in Tokyo going to Seattle, and he said, "I'm gonna bite someone." At about 11 p.m.
Yeah, I
Local
bet that's
time.
what he did. I bet he had. I
Yeah.
bet he had a watch on and he was keeping track of like.
and he waited over an hour to do it.
Come on, man.
Kind of strange.
You
Like,
gotta bite on the
something had to
tarmac.
have happened.
bite on the tarmac.
If you're gonna bite someone on a plane, second I'm on that plane, I'm
Yeah.
biting somebody.
yeah, the second I'm on there or the second I'm off.
If I'm planning on biting, if I'm not,
Yeah.
and then someone like eggs me into biting them, you know, could be any time, could
Yeah.
be 6 hours into flight. Do you think if it was over half
They would have just been like, we're going to keep
Yeah,
going.
we're just going to go
We're
anyway.
going to keep going.
You guys can
where
deal
would they
with
go?
him
It's
in
Japan
economy.
to Seattle, you were saying, right?
Yeah.
So they're just over the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, if they're over half, you got to get there.
Well, I don't have a view of the map here, but I don't know if they would probably they would go east then, because Japan is pretty close to the western side of the U.S. So
yeah, they would go west to east.
not much out there.
Not much out there.
You got
maybe like Hawaii.
Alaska
Hawaii
is a little
up there.
closer than Seattle.
Hawaii's like
maybe.
in the middle, right? I mean,
Hawaii's, yeah, maybe.
but Alaska, they would have to go north.
But they would be going. But you can't think of it like a flat map, because it's a globe, so it's quicker to go in weird ways sometimes. If you look at like a flight radar and they have the map, I don't know what that's called when you uncurl the globe and lay it out flat, but it like distorts it.
Yeah, a projection.
So like plane paths look strange. They don't fly in a straight line on a flat map.
Yeah,
they're like doing these weird curves. It's like, why would they do that? It takes longer. But then when you roll the map back up, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That the Mercator projection.
Yeah.
I think.
So I don't know where they could have landed if it was over. Because
they didn't land back at Japan.
They did, because it was only an hour.
Yeah.
But at some point,
at some point, they're like,
you're closer to Seattle than Japan at a point.
Yeah, so you're just either
like what?
Keep going.
Like what do you do?
If I'm biting someone, either landing, or takeoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Either like before takeoff or after landing, so I can get out of there, right? If it's before
I don't think you're
takeoff,
getting out of there.
Well, right.
You
Well,
try.
if you run fast enough, maybe.
Yeah.
If they don't catch
if you
it,
bite enough people.
if you like bite and then like an ow, and then just sprint out, before anyone notices, they're like, "What did that guy just do?" Like, I think he bit me. Well, there he goes. I don't know. Go catch him. I guess. I don't know. If you're landing, you can just sprint out.
That's why I don't think he was
airport.
planning on biting. I think he was coerced. Not coerced, because that's like someone's trying to get you to do it. I think he had no other options. That was his last resort. Had to bite him.
Well, he could have like,
or maybe he had no
him,
reason, and he just,
or like, hey, excuse me, I would like to move.
he was like watching a show.
It's like, hey,
Yeah,
excuse
what?
me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. Can you get up? Whoa!
He's just like,
excuse me.
slowly
excuse me,
turns.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. What are you watching? Can I talk to you for a second? What are you watching? Why are you growling, sir? Why are you growling at me like that? Like a chihuahua.
you think he lunged, or you think it was like just like a little bite, a little
Oh,
nibble?
I think it had to. Have
I mean, if you're gonna bite someone on a plane, you gotta
go for it.
make it
I mean,
count.
if they turn the whole plane around,
Wait.
I think for a little bite, they're like, "Sir, calm down."
Well, he didn't. He bit a cabin crew member. He didn't bite another person with him. He bit somebody who's like, "What? Orange juice or water?" And he's like,
Oh! I thought you were saying he bit another pat.
No.
I can't listen. I can't.
"Well, I think I mentioned that, and then I think I forgot."
Oh, okay.
No, he bit a cabin crew member.
Oh God. Excuse me, sir. Can I get you anything else? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I know you're. Oh! I almost fell out of my chair. Wow!
I just accidentally bite your finger off. Yeah. So, do you think they were asking what he wanted? He just bit them. They interrupted his episode of Succession.
I wanted orange juice, and you gave me water.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, we don't have orange juice."
He's like,
That's it.
it was one more thing after another. Like they
Yeah.
come back 10
His
minutes
day
later.
was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Maybe the flight was delayed. Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe the airport was
Kids
a
at
bad
home,
experience for
something.
him.
Wife hates him.
Going back to his job.
Yeah.
I mean, Tokyo is business or tourism.
Yeah.
So he was.
Japan. Just
He either had a great time or he had a terrible time.
Yeah, he was either like doing
Terrible
business
business
or
deal.
having fun. Maybe he had too much fun or too much business. Those are the two, right? Too much
You got to
fun or too
balance
much
your business fun. You got to
yeah.
balance them. Okay. Do you got anything else you want to talk about first? I don't have anything else plane related. I've exhausted my
plane remade.
Remated.
Gosh, I can't talk today. I had some stuff that I wanted to bring up, but I can't find the specific notes. I don't know if you want to hit me with anything.
Well, if I hit you with something, it's going to just be another. We're going to talk
We could
about
do
it.
that. I mean,
okay.
I don't have anything especially big.
Okay. If you're a gamer, you play games.
Okay.
On, maybe console, computer. Not so much phone games, probably. Any of you phone gamers out there playing Candy Crush, but a Ubisoft executive has said that gamers need to get comfortable not owning their games for subscriptions to take off.
I hate this.
That's kind of a crazy thing to say.
I hate this. Yeah. Well, with the whole Game Pass thing, Like,
Yeah.
that's cool, but
like if I'm,
but making every
I don't
game
want
like
subscriptions.
I don't want to subscribe.
Nobody
to a
wants
game.
subscriptions. You want to buy the game, like spend $50 once for like a AAA title game, and then just have it. I don't want to pay $10 a month or $5 a month, and then have to play it. Once you play it for 10 months, you've already exceeded the price that it would just be to buy the game.
Yeah. And it's not like TV where it's like I have this channel I can watch sports sometimes. Whatever,
Right.
like what's on is what's on. It's like
I've already got
games
it.
are really specific.
You've got to
like,
buy it now.
yeah.
You've got to subscribe to that.
Yeah. It's like making a subscription for like, I don't know. I guess they're trying to make it like Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah, there's
where there's just like a bunch of movies.
The launch of Ubisoft's new Ubisoft Plus Premium and Ubisoft Plus Classic subscriptions. This guy Philip Tremblay.
Shout out Philip.
No, don't shout out Philip.
Oh,
no, he's the guy.
Oh,
that we
okay.
don't. Let me say what his title is before you shout him out.
Like the CEO,
the director of racism. You're like, shout out Philip. Let me finish.
I'm like, Philip's a great guy. You're like the director.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this.
You're not gonna.
The director of subscriptions at Ubisoft.
Ew.
Terrible title to have.
Yeah.
If corporations love that title. Subscriptions. You mean we can get paid every month?
Yeah. For something that is just supposed to be like a one-off, like pay and then you don't pay again.
So he explained to gi.biz. It's a link. I guess that's a website. I have no idea what that is. Sorry, gi.biz. But he explained to them what needs to happen before subscription services become a more significant slice of the video game business is that gamers need to get comfortable not owning their own games.
Well, I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
No, I don't think anyone... And I read more into this, and the stuff that they cover in here is... I don't know what they mean by this. I don't know if they mean... Because some people are saying, like, this guy said, I still have 2 boxes of DVDs. And I think they mean, like, physically owning the game. Like, having a disc.
Yeah.
Because...
I think that's already out the window.
Yeah,
When's the last time you bought a physical copy of a game?
I'm comfortable not owning a physical product. Like, ship me something as long as I... own it on my computer. I have the license.
I do miss it having
the stacks of like Xbox 360 games when you go over to your friend's
GTA
house.
5, like it came with a map of like
like Titanfall came with like the poster.
Yeah,
but it's nostalgic. You go over to your friend's house, you're like his like video game stack is like an entertainment center.
Yeah,
you're like, oh my god. He's like a GameStop store.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if they're talking about not owning a physical copy or if they're literally talking about
like subscribing to own
games.
Like
you will never own this game
like
again.
everything's gonna be like Xbox Game Pass or,
like if you stop paying them every month you no longer have access to the games.
Ew, gross. Is Ubisoft trying to do something like I didn't know Ubisoft had a subscription service.
They don't yet.
Oh, okay.
Philip's working on it. The director of things we don't like.
Don't shout out Philip.
Don't shout out Philip.
Don't shout out Philip.
Oh, it's Philippe, actually. Sorry. Did I say Philip the first time?
You said Philip. We've been saying Philip.
It's Philippe. Sorry. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He wants us to pay every month for a game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the director of subscriptions, that's your goal.
Shout out to everyone who hates Philippe. Shout out Philippe's haters.
Okay, well, let's not hate on Philippe.
Okay, all right.
But we just don't appreciate what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I mean, it's not his fault. He just got put here, and Ubisoft gave him this title. But we don't want subscriptions, man. We don't want them.
No.
Can you be the director of cool, the director of all things cool and great?
Yeah.
Instead,
can you be the director?
Can we change that title?
Super cool guy.
The super cool director of cheaper games that everyone can have access to.
Anyone who works in like management at Ubisoft, I mean, is not.
No, dude. Like subscriptions.
It's not it.
The unfortunate thing is everything's going to become subscriptions because it's worked. Cable TV has turned into cable TV itself was a subscription, but it was like you have access to all these things, and now each individual TV station has become its own subscription. Yeah. And Disney's just buying them all.
Oh,
and then they're like raising their own price. So Disney owns ESPN, which I think they've done for a while. But then there's also ESPN Plus. So you can get them separately, or you can just give our holy father, Disney Corporation, a large sum of money and then just get access to like Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN.
So you think it's going to be like... That makes a lot more sense. Like it'll be individual like AAA game companies like Rockstar and everything having a subscription service for their games, and then you just buy the indie games.
I think it's going to come to a point where if big companies like Ubisoft are kind of forcing us to take the subscription route, I think that other companies like Rockstar and stuff are just going to be forced to follow suit.
Well, that's going to be really hard for indie developers because it's like,
Yeah.
I can't talk right now. Indie developer, it's going to be really hard because you're already paying for the subscription fee, and then you want to pay for more games. It's like,
well, I think for indie developers, the nice thing about that is they'll have the option to do
subscription. I thought it. Okay, because
they're not being forced to. I don't think that platforms are doing it. Like, I don't think Steam is going to force every game to become a subscription. I think it's going to be up to the developer, but who knows what Steam's going to do? I mean, Steam's been around for a while. Steam's like the OG game platform for, non-console. I mean, Xbox Game Pass is already a thing. I think Xbox Game Pass actually has like decent value because it's not crazy expensive. I don't have it, but there was leaked news last year of Microsoft's plan for a slim version of the Xbox Series X, and it won't have a Blu-ray drive. So there won't be a disc drive on it, which means it'll be solely a download.
Yeah, well, doesn't the PlayStation have one like just like that already? That's like cheaper without a... I thought I heard about this like years ago. Were they releasing it? And it's
well, it makes sense. I mean, nowadays, like the Xbox store, you can just buy every game on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a computer. Like, I don't have a disc drive on my computer, like...
Yeah, no one does these days. You build a PC, you're not going to have a disc drive.
Yeah, the last physical game I bought was probably like a Nintendo Switch game, and that's how it's going to be probably. Like, Nintendo's really holding on to the physical media, I think. Yeah, which is good. I like that.
The cards.
Yeah.
Also, it's just cool having
cool.
a physical thing for the game that you like. The Slim Digital Edition of
and
the
you
PS...
own it, like you own the whole game. You can't. You're not like tethered to like a system.
Right.
That if it's not like online or something, you can't.
I think that's what people are scared of. I think that's what they're talking about. Like, they could just take it away from you at any point, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, what is it called? Like DRM or something? Like,
what's that?
Have you heard of that? It's like something where it means like you can't actually like own the game. Like if you buy it like on the Steam platform, like do you really own it because it's in Steam's?
Right.
Like
it's in their cloud.
So DRM means like there's non-DRM games like websites like GOG, I think GOGG or something. That sells non-DRM games. I don't know. I'd have to research this a bunch, but what is it?
Digital rights management.
Digital rights management.
That seems like a lot of...
Yeah, it's like a lot of hoo-ha to like stop you from actually owning the game. So,
but yeah, so PlayStation already offers a PS5 with no disc drive. Yeah. Or you can pay $50 more.
Okay, but the big thing is Xbox is doing it now.
Yeah, they're thinking it was leaked, so they haven't done it yet. But you can pay $50 more for a detachable Blu-ray drive. That's crazy. I mean, it's worth it if you have, because I think they allow you to play older games. So if you have older games that have discs, you're going to want that because you can't play them if you don't have it. So all these discs that people have for, when they do, I don't know if Xbox does it where you can play 360 games on the on the Xbox One.
I don't know.
But like, if they get rid of the disc drives, all of those games you have are obsolete now, unless you have the platform that they're for.
Yeah, this is for like people who don't have like a collection of...
And it costs them money to keep the servers running, so they're probably going to shut down those older console servers at some point. Anyway.
Yeah, this is probably like the perfect option for like parents buying their kids' games.
Just throw a subscription, they can get whatever they want.
Yeah, I think kids growing up now, they're not buying.
No one's going to GameStop.
No one's going to GameStop buying.
Well, actually, I mean, I saw a lot of people in GameStop at like the mall and stuff. But
really? Well, they might be buying like merch, like game merch. Yeah. They sell like mostly GameStop just now sells like a bunch of crap, like a bunch of like toys and stuff. Bunch of crap. I haven't said crap in a while. We should bring crap back.
I said in the last podcast, Bass Pro Crap Store. Bass Pro Crap Shop. Speaking of games, Palworld, new Pokemon type game. I have a note on this because I just thought it was interesting. Not much about it. It released
Palworld
yesterday.
I got Palworld last night. You watched me play it.
It's interesting.
It's great.
It's a game. People on TikTok are already live streaming it.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like probably like the #1 game on Twitch right now.
Palworld hits 1 million players in 8 hours. That's $27 million in revenue.
I don't even know where this game came from. Like people were hyping it up for a while. I guess
there was. I'd never seen it.
I guess there was like a lot of like discussion about it and how like there was like gonna be like they were talking about like it's always been like the Pokemon copy game and everyone's been like hyped about it, but I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah.
Well, I think the company that made it is called like Pocket Pals or something. So I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've released some previous games. I think it's gonna be crazy if they do get sued because I feel like that could be like a real possibility. Because they grabbed a lot of stuff from like Breath of the Wild, a bunch of like Nintendo games, and Nintendo does not mess around with that stuff.
No, Nintendo is strict about what their likenesses can appear on.
Yeah, like they better have some. I hope they have like some good lawyers to like really like. I don't think they stole anything like directly from it, but they copied a lot of.
They copy like the gameplay, the idea. You capture these little creatures.
I mean, the gameplay is a lot different. It's like got like a lot of management, like strategy type deal, and there's guns. And there's like
Pokemon and guns. Something Nintendo cannot wait to get their hands on.
That's the cool part. Okay, it's because like these little like fluffy little guys, they're all like cute looking. They look like Pokemon. Yeah, they're just wielding like a a fully blown like AK-47,
and you can force them to do like manual labor.
And you can enslave them,
which is something that Nintendo is gonna love. That you can do that. Game Freak, you know, Game Freak has been. Does Game Freak still make their games for the Pokemon games? They made the OG ones like Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby.
I don't know. The last one I played was like X or Y on the 3DS.
Yeah, I mean they're running out of names.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But that game is really cool. I haven't played a lot of it.
Okay. Yeah, let's not speak on the quality of the game because who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, who knows? They could get
the next week for Palworld is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah,
that like the entire game might change in a month.
Yeah,
based on
I feel like they could
get a lawsuit.
Completely get sued.
Yeah, and then like you're going to come back in a month and it's not even going to be remotely the same game.
I mean, I don't want them to get sued at all. I think it'd be BS honestly if Nintendo gets sued. But
I think they're going to try. Probably my guess is, and then. Whatever happens with the outcome of that is going to be like it's going to be like a Supreme Court ruling. It's going to be like this is what you can do. This is how far you can push the line before you get in trouble.
I don't know. Yeah, it's always like it's going to be lawyers against lawyers.
Yeah, they're going to pull up like Nintendo versus Pocket Pals, and that's going to be like, well, you remember what Nintendo versus Pocket Pals happened? Like new
like
game devs.
56-year-old judge like, well, it kind of looks similar.
That guy looks like a Pokepal. What are you
saying? Who's the original one? Pokemon?
And that's the one with the guns, right?
No, it's not. Okay.
No, Your Honor. No.
No, that one's the Pokepals.
Well, I like the guns.
Well, I like that little feller has a little
walking around with a Glock, little penguin with a Glock. I like that guy.
I like that little feller with a high caliber assault rifle. I like that. He looks kind of cute.
Yeah. So it also depends on where they're like. I don't know how the lawsuits work. It depends on where the lawsuit, like the actual hearing, is going to take place. If it,
But we're talking about it, but I don't. It's very possible they don't get sued at all. Like,
true.
They use none of their assets. Like, they just did a really good job. But that's what I'm saying.
That's what's going to be. It's going to be like the new, like how far you can push it. Like where they're going to be like, well, Palworld, almost did this, and you can. That's how far you can.
I don't even know if they would want to sue because so many people would be hateful towards Nintendo after that.
You think?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
How many people are buying the game because they love Pokemon? I mean, a lot. And then Nintendo sues them. They're going to be like, well, now I hate Nintendo.
I don't know too much about the fan base of Palworld as it just came out yesterday, so I don't know the opinions on it. But I feel like some people might not like it because they like Pokemon. Some people might not like it. Where you can...
Right, it's not turn-based.
You can eat them.
You can eat them.
So, like, people who like Pokemon, like, the whole thing about Pokemon is, like, they don't die.
Yeah.
They do not die. Yeah. They faint.
Well, I think the Palworld, they kind of faint. Although
but then you get meat from them. So obviously, and they don't get up. They don't wake up.
They don't wake up.
So
well, just like Pokemon. I mean, they faint.
We'll have to come back to that. We'll check in.
Yeah, we'll check it on Palworld.
See if any news comes.
Next week we got to talk about Palworld, unless there's no news.
Yeah, there might not be news, but next time it comes up, we'll be sure to cover that.
I keep moving around this chair, and my mic keeps picking it. It's okay. Just all kind of
sitting like a little baby in that chair.
Okay, well, mind your business. Okay, mind your business, dude.
I was editing the last episode, and Maddie was like, "Why is Landon sitting like that?" And you're like, "You had like your leg up."
Oh, really?
And I was like, "I didn't even notice."
Well, it's comfortable sometimes. Yeah. I don't know.
Last time you were wearing shorts though, so you could see like
my whole thigh,
your white legs.
Oh yeah. Well, they don't tan. It's not my fault. I was born that way.
No. Some people don't got it, man. I don't got it.
What?
The ability to tan.
Well, you're tanner than me, yeah.
Well, that's just my natural glow.
Let's see who's whiter. Okay, this segment is called Name 3
Things We Can't Say.
Name 3 Taylor Swift songs. Go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
I don't want to get the Taylor hate.
Oh, I can name 3, no problem.
Well, yeah, I'd hope so.
Marriage Story. Is that-
That's a movie. That's the movie with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
What
Is
is
it?
the one Taylor-
Every day I wake up. That's the only thing I know from it. And he like bangs the wall.
Yeah, Adam Driver gets real abusive in that movie. That movie made me really uncomfortable.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just know the names.
There's so many uncomfortable scenes of just like.
I mean, I guess you have to be really good at acting to be able to portray
he was good. That. He was good, and
makes you wonder.
just
like,
seeing Adam Driver like that, like seeing.
Why is he so good at that? How is he so good at that?
Why is he? It's a little concerning. He really
I feel like
seems
he's really thrown himself into
I
this
feel
role.
like he just showed up to set and started yelling at her. I feel like
I think he just doesn't like Scarlett Johansson. It was Scarlett Johansson, right?
I don't know anybody.
You don't know?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, Adam Driver and I don't know some popular blonde lady. I don't know.
Why are you kicking my chair?
I don't know actor. I'm sorry.
You're like okay. You're still kicking my chair.
That
was me saying, "Halt! Stop!"
That was me saying, "Stop."
Yeah, it was Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Why are you kicking my chair? Sorry, man. Continues to kick. My bad. Hatsune Miku is at Coachella this year.
Okay.
She's
all right.
at Coachella. Isn't that crazy? I don't
She's
know.
out there. She's arrived.
No, she's an artist who's going to perform at Coachella.
Yeah. Good for her.
She is on day. Oh, I guess how many days are there? Oh, Coachella is long. It's 3 weeks.
What?
It's weeks.
I thought Coachella was like.
I thought it was like 3 days, like a
most.
weekend.
Yeah.
I've never been to Coachella. Isn't
No, I don't think I'll ever go to Coachella.
Coachella's in
lifetime.
California, right?
Yeah. Maybe put Coachella on the bucket list.
Yeah. We'll podcast at Coachella. That would be a great place for interviews, dude. People at Coachella.
Jeez.
How is there nothing about where
People do
it
drugs
is?
at Coachella. People do drugs. there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What do you mean, dude? Dude, every music festival.
Yeah. What's the one out in the desert? Like
Burning Man?
Burning Man.
Yeah.
Burning Man. There's a lot of.
Coachella is in Indio, California. Coachella Valley.
Indio, California.
Yeah. 90,000 person capacity. Yeah, maybe one day we'll go see Hatsune Miku. Get your tickets.
OMG, Hatsune Miku. Hi.
Let's look at how much the tickets are. If you're going to Coachella, take us. Holy crap.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. You
That's not bad actually.
It's
I thought they'd be more.
Well, it's not. This is for one weekend.
Oh. Well,
so
you got to
3
buy them
days,
ahead
you
of time.
get a 3-day pass.
You got to buy them ahead of time.
Well, it looks like weekend one, tier 1 is already sold out for general admission.
Yeah.
$550 now for tier 2 general admission for weekend 1.
How are they getting Hatsune Miku up there though? I know you wanted to talk about that, but
I just thought it was funny because
is it going to be like a live performer or a hologram?
My guess is it's going to be
for the people that don't know.
hologram
Hatsune Miku
is not real.
Well,
she's real.
Well,
someone made her.
Well, it's like an
it's
animated
not a person.
character.
It's not a human.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a human that does the voices. Or,
I don't know. It's a Vocaloid, right? That's what they call it, a Vocaloid.
Yeah,
and there's a few of them. She's got like an entourage.
An entourage, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, so Hatsune Miku is on Saturday, April 30th. Oh, okay, I see. It's not 3 weeks. We were wrong. It's 2 weekends. But the way that they show these dates makes it seem like it's like that's a week, and that's a week. So this is on Friday of the first weekend and Friday of the second weekend.
Yeah.
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you'll have the chance to see each artist, whether you go to week 1 or week 2. The artists are going to be performing on the same days on both weeks.
So it's 2 weeks of 3 days?
No. So it's 2 weekends, and the same artists perform on each day of the separate weekends. So Lana Del Rey is headlining Friday, the first weekend, and Friday the 19th, second weekend.
13th, and 20th.
So a week apart.
It's like, yeah, they do 2 of them. They do like
so
whether, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say.
Right.
Yeah,
so whether you go to the first weekend or the second weekend, you're going to see the same people. You get the same stuff.
Yeah.
What
is Blue doing?
She wants to go in the door. Sorry, Blue.
Yeah, sorry you don't have hands.
Yeah, so Hatsune Miku is on Saturday. These Saturdays, she's going to be halfway down the list, it looks like, behind the Blessed Madonna and Before Spinall. I do not know either of them.
There's going to be Tyler the Creator, Ice Spice, and Hatsune Miku at Coachella.
Yeah. Bleachers. I like Bleachers. Bleachers is
I've
cool.
never heard of that band.
You probably have.
Oh, I probably have. Okay.
Gesaffelstein. They got some songs on TikTok that blew up. They're kind of like a techno type beat.
Yeah, let's
Peso
just analyze the
Pluma
whole
is
Coachella.
headlining the Friday after Lana Del Rey. You got Lil Uzi, the Deftones are on Friday.
Yeah, I don't think I know a lot of these people.
Yeah, I was reading some stuff and some people were saying that this year sucks. They were saying this lineup is terrible. Yeah.
Well, I think it's got to be great, right? With Hatsune Miku, I mean,
Yeah, and she's not even the headliner.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It gets better.
Lil Yachty is going to be there on Sunday.
Okay. Shout out
Doja
Lil
Cat
Yachty.
is Sunday. J Balvin Sunday. You think Bad Bunny is going? I don't think he's going.
Yo ahorita sí, no me voy a cambiar.
No Bad Bunny.
No Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, baby. I'm probably Bad Bunny's whitest fan. Do you think?
No.
No.
There's probably some whiter people who like
Yeah.
him.
I'm not
But
like
you're one of
truly
his whitest
albino.
fans, I
I'm not
think.
truly like
Well, white
the
people.
whitest man
I don't think
possible.
white people can be albino, can they?
Caucasians could be albino. I mean, it's
You
just like
think?
a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we have some amount of like melanin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they would have none.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I have some melanin because I got brown eyes. There's some melanin in there.
In your eyes?
I think so. I think that's how
Is
it
that
works.
how that works?
I think so. Depending on your melanin.
I
right,
don't
you
think
have-
that's how that works.
I think it's how it works. Look it
I
up,
think,
man.
yeah, I think your eyes will have melanin because they're brown, but I don't think that means that you're gonna have more melanin than someone who has blue eyes.
No, no.
Maybe
But
your
I'm saying
eyes.
someone same skin color is gonna have like if they have blue eyes, they have less melanin than me.
I have blue eyes. I would argue I have more melanin than you.
Well, maybe you're whiter. And That's
Okay.
just the way the.
I'm not whiter. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I am.
Well, maybe you never know. Maybe I could get a sick tan, but I just
Your
skin
eye color
cancer.
is just like it's
Wear
just
sunscreen,
genetic,
by the
isn't
way.
it?
Can we talk about sunscreen? Can we talk about sunscreen for a second?
Yeah, what about it? People don't wear enough of it.
People do not wear enough sunscreen. Okay, if you get burnt at all, even getting tan, I heard like
Why are you pointing at me when you say getting tan?
I don't-
I'm not.
I'm just
tan.
using my hands.
Even getting tan.
Even getting
pointing at a
tan.
white person who is not tan.
I don't know, but UV does damage to your skin. Okay, people make fun of me. I'm gonna stay white forever, and that's unfortunate. I don't get a cool tan.
I think
but
UV does damage even if you aren't tan. Like even if you don't visibly get a tan, like
Yeah.
just being outside is bad for your skin.
yeah,
That's why
Yeah.
they make like
sunscreen like
lip
makeup
balm
for like
with
every day.
with sunscreen
Yeah,
in
like
it and stuff like
everyday
that.
sunscreen. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a. I don't want to say.
Yeah,
it.
remember when we were at Busch Gardens and you were putting sunscreen on? You had like the
Yeah.
grossest sunscreen I've ever seen.
I bought it at
also.
7-Eleven. and
That
it was
sunscreen
Like,
was like
it was gross.
probably not.
It
It
was
was probably
thick.
worse for your skin than the UV
No,
rays.
come on.
Some sunscreen is bad for you.
It was like SPF 1,000,000,000.
It doesn't mean it's good for you. Like different brands of sunscreen can put
I
different
think
stuff in.
SPF is just the amount of time it lasts, isn't it?
No, SPF is like the factor of like blockage.
Right.
Like it
But at a
blocks
certain
more.
point, isn't it just like it just lasts longer? Is what the
I don't think
SPF
so.
number is?
I don't think it has anything to do with how long it lasts.
Okay, I don't know.
Either way, that sunscreen, it was like it had separated.
Yeah.
It was like
So what I did. I got out of my
liquid,
car.
and then
Well,
you
it
got
was
out of
hot.
my
It was
car,
hot. I got out of your car.
and you opened it, and it was like pressurized. It was like,
Yeah. And I fucking squirted
and
a
it
bunch
was
of my
going
hand.
everywhere. It was just splattering and wet,
Yeah.
and it was like not rubbing.
I was like, hold on,
in.
guys. Hold on.
And it was not rubbing in. It
It
was just
was.
like, well,
Well, I
It
just
took
put on
too
a
long.
lot on, so I had to,
yeah.
I
And it was like,
was trying to do it quick.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, well.
I appreciate you not
Well,
doing
y'all
it
making
before
fun of
getting
me
into my
over
car,
here. You're
but
like, oh, look at this guy putting on his sunscreen. I'm like, hey, listen.
look at this guy, white man putting on his white sunscreen.
Fucking disgusting.
White face is wrong.
And I'm wearing it.
Have you seen pictures of like
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay.
Let me finish.
I'm
Let
like-
me
I was like,
finish. Have you seen No, like pictures of like UV pictures of like people wearing sunscreen
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like
It like masks the view.
yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Well, it looks bad
It looks bad.
if you don't know it's a UV camera, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It like completely blocks it.
White dude putting on sunscreen under a UV camera on
Yeah.
his face. Doesn't
Can
look
you
good.
do that?
Can you
Can
do
you
that?
do that?
Can you do that?
Sunscreen canceled.
Well, tropical thunder happened, so
Tropic thunder.
tropical thunder.
Tropical thunder.
I didn't watch
Tropical
it.
thunder happens every
Tropical
day, I
thunder.
would imagine. Every day.
Every
Tropical
day.
thunder. I was doing the
Okay,
the
hand
hands
things, yeah.
accidentally.
And okay, yeah. He does this. Why does he do this? Why does he do this?
Here's what I'm saying.
Let's not even mention what we're
It's
talking.
like it gets smaller and bigger. My hands come together and then they go apart.
And I say, hey, you have nice hands. The nicest hands I've ever seen. It's not even.
Every time I hear him, all I can think of is the Home Depot AI video.
Yeah.
This plywood is splintering. This plywood has never splintered for me. I've never splintered plywood. This is the great. Everyone says you've got the greatest plywood. If you're splintering, you're doing it wrong.
And everyone knows the policy.
They love the
Trump
policy.
impression because we don't.
They love the policy.
We don't do it well.
It's the greatest policy. I've never had a better policy. They say to me.
They say that, wow, this is a great policy. Wow, I love this policy.
You can't return the plywood after you've cut it. That's the policy.
I say everyone knows that. I tell them everyone knows that.
Everyone knows the policy. It's the greatest policy. I can't do it. I think I had it.
Do it worse.
I think I had it a little bit before.
I had it a little bit before. I think
I was listening to you
hearing
too
myself.
much.
Yeah. We do the Owen Wilson ones. Somewhat. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's heard this policy before.
Wow,
yeah.
that's really nice plywood.
You know, once you cut it, you can't return it, okay?
You can't return this plywood.
You can't return the plywood. I'm sorry. You've already cut it. It's cut. What the? Are they messing with the food? All right.
Get a camera on this.
She's getting into it. We don't have another camera for it. Yeah. Everyone knows the policy. Yeah, you can't return the plywood once you've cut it, okay? I lost it.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. I forgot what I was gonna say, but we'll wrap around.
Improv, where I'm a cop with a new police-issued laser beam, and Landon is a drunk guy disturbing the peace. Show me your hands.
He's got a weapon.
No, okay. You're the drunk guy. I'm the cop. Okay. You're just a drunk guy who's like belligerent in public. Okay. All right, and I'm the cop. Hey, sir, I'm trying to talk to you today. We've got some calls.
Don't touch me, man. Don't touch
me.
Hey, don't touch me, man.
You got any ID, sir? You got any ID?
Oh, God, I'm a citizen.
All right, take us to. All right, sir, calm down, calm down,
okay.
calm down,
Whoa,
sir,
whoa.
sir.
Whoa. Hey, what are you doing?
Sir, back up, back up.
Shut up. Oh my God! He just lasered that guy. Oh my God! He just charged up his giant space.
I've got a 7319 on the corner.
Show me your head. Just charging up a laser and the guy. We should.
I think it would be funny.
So
just the build up to that, where there's like 50 switches on it. There's like a keypad.
Like, he's like, what are you? He's like, what is that thing? What is that?
Charging rifle.
It was just like Ash, like where he's.
Yeah, just his shoes are there, like
the
smoking.
body cam would go crazy.
It's just like overexposed, like 3 frames a second. Like the camera's just like. Astronomers found a giant ring of galaxies nearly perfectly spaced 1.3 billion light years in diameter.
Wow.
We have
is that what the new telescope, the new James Webber?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure this is from Earth, though. They found this. An ultra-large structure that shouldn't exist.
That shouldn't exist.
They called it the Big Ring.
Okay.
And they had previously found this like red band here of galaxies aliens, that was called like the Big Arc or something. Yeah, they called it the Giant Arc back in 2021, and the Big Ring is it's a bit of a problem, okay?
It's a bit of a problem. The big ring
shouldn't exist.
The Big Ring shouldn't exist.
Because
we found a little green guy out there.
He was right in the middle, just running around in this big ring.
We found a little green guy.
You Owen Wilson has
I know, I can't.
You're like, just keep going back to it. But no, like it shouldn't exist because the way that space works is like everything should be equally spaced. Like there shouldn't be structure out there. Like it should just be random. Like everything's pushing apart. The universe is expanding constantly. And to have a circle of galaxies, with not really anything in the middle is a little bit of a problem.
You think they're moving galaxies out there? Like, what do you think they're doing?
Like U-Hauls out there just pulling them. Like, we got to get these in a circle, okay?
Beep, beep, beep. Another 2 light years to the left. Another 2 light. So a green guy in there going.
Well, it's a billion. It's
billion what?
It's 9 billion light years from Earth.
Well,
I'm looking for the diameter of it here. Big ring is
Big
Okay. Yeah.
GRD.
So it's 1.3 billion light years across. So 2 light years is like so small compared to that. 2 light years to the left, that's like finite measurement. That's so tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, another alien thing going on.
And there's
possibly.
things that can cause these to happen that are called like BAOs or something.
Okay, we're getting scientific over here.
Yeah, it's something with, or BOAs, I think. It's like it's like they naturally occur because of like oscillating something. But they said that is not what's happened with this one. So don't know what's up with that.
Little green guys up there moving galaxies around. I don't know what's up with that, but
not great, man. They got their trailers hooked up.
Yeah,
Blue's on the counter.
They got their hitch installed.
I'm gonna go get her off the counter.
All right, go get Blue off the counter. Oh, there he goes. Oh.
A grand jury in New Mexico indicted Alec Baldwin on Friday on a charge of involuntary manslaughter after the shooting of the cinematographer on the film.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, he got indicted.
No way.
More than 2 years ago. But people are saying...
See, you didn't have to yell at me. You had a bunch of stuff.
This is all I've got. This is my last one.
Okay,
So
all right.
You know, and it's a downer. I don't want to end on a downer.
Well, we're already at an hour. Look at that.
Well, we started recording like 10 minutes before we actually did anything.
You did spend 10 minutes yelling at me.
Yeah.
And I spent 5 minutes crying about it, but, you know.
Go to the corner. Get in the corner.
There's no corner.
Well, there's like a little one.
Well,
yeah.
I can't get my face tucked in there.
So what do you think about this? Because people are saying that it's like the equipment manager's fault because they gave him like a live gun. It wasn't like a gun with like...
Yeah, I thought they already figured this out. I thought it was like, well, it's not his
fault.
fault.
No, I think it's been ongoing.
Like still, yeah. It takes a while. I mean, obviously, I don't think anyone thinks it's Alec Baldwin's fault.
No. But
you have a fake gun and your one responsibility is to, or it's a real gun, but it doesn't have any bullets in it.
Is blanks in it.
Right.
I think it was an unsafe situation as a whole. Like, why are you aiming? Like, you shouldn't aim a blank gun, even if they're blanks. You shouldn't aim.
They shouldn't be aimed at anybody.
And I don't know if this was the cinematographer. I don't think it was the cinematographer who was unfortunately shot that decided the angle of the shooting, or if it was like the director. But like just the setup of that scene, you should have a scene where an actor is holding a gun with blank or live rounds aimed at anyone on the set.
Yeah,
like that shouldn't happen.
No,
like have an empty area with maybe. So that if something happens...
Like you don't even need a guy there. You could have just like a camera on a tripod or something. Or like a motorized tripod. We got technology. I don't know.
Yeah. Why do you need a person? And even if they need to look at like the viewfinder or something, you can have the little monitors that are wireless. Like you don't... It's just stupid.
There's a lot of things that went wrong.
It shouldn't have happened. It's unfortunate.
Like, their main mess up is also bringing bullets to a set. Like with a whoever loaded that gun, you know.
It was the equipment manager, but I don't know who that was. And
or whoever loaded that gun, their boss should be in prison. I think.
And whoever loaded the gun, I imagine, did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
No one meant for this to happen.
No,
it's unfortunate. And this says that the attorney's initial case fell apart and the initial charge against Baldwin was dismissed in April. But a new prosecution
team... That's
what
I thought, yeah.
Decided to present the case to a grand jury, which indicted him on Friday yesterday.
You can go back? You can just... you can have a thing happen and go back?
Because I don't know if the case was closed. It was just dismissed. He wasn't acquitted. It was just dismissed.
Yeah.
An involuntary manslaughter conviction on a charge like the one he faces can carry up to 18 months in prison in New Mexico. His lawyer said, "We look forward to our day in court," which is not something that you want to say as the attorney for a man who accidentally shot someone.
We look forward to it. Looking forward to it.
I
can't wait till I get back.
Lower
in this
that
court
excitement a little bit. Someone was killed. They just want to duke it out in court.
They're like two sports teams going at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's your job to do that, but have a little sympathy.
The court was feeling nice. I was feeling good, and we just went out there and we prosecuted, and we just need to go in there and...
Baldwin has maintained...
1, 2, 3, prosecute. 1, 2, 3, prison.
Yeah. He was not told, or he was told the gun did not contain any live rounds, and that there was not supposed to be any live ammunition at all on the set. I just butchered that word, but... he also maintained that he did not pull the trigger
How do you? But how do you hold the gun?
I didn't shoot the gun. That's kind of a crazy thing.
The gun shot itself.
The prosecution, a forensic report commissioned by the prosecution, determined that he must have pulled the trigger for it to go off. Like, yeah, kind of crazy to say you didn't fire the gun. Mm-hmm. So then it's like he's saying he wasn't responsible. I didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah,
someone did. And the gun was in your hand, buddy.
Yeah,
but
still not his
fault.
Yeah,
still, he didn't mean to do it, but kind of weird to say that. I didn't even pull the trigger.
Like, everyone's like, yeah, not his fault. I didn't even pull it. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Well,
let's not go that far.
All right, let's back it up a little bit, Alec Baldwin.
And maybe he thought he didn't because of like the shock of it or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought that he genuinely didn't.
Yeah. I mean, jeez. Really sad for the whole cinematographer.
As prosecutors prepare to bring their case before the grand jury, he made a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live and drew headlines following a heated exchange with a protester at a pro-Palestinian demonstration. Oh, no. Alec. And he's been posting frequently on Instagram about politics and his family.
What?
Oh, my God.
You just gotta get off social media after you killed someone, okay?
I mean,
not that he killed someone,
like,
but I mean, Mr. Alec Baldwin, you gotta chill out a little bit.
He said the case has made it harder for him to get acting work. Maybe not so much the case.
Well,
maybe some other things. He may be facing financial pressures. He put his 10,000 square foot home in the Hamptons on the market for $19 million. God, I'm under financial pressure. Got to put my Hampton $19 million home up for sale. All right, buddy.
Got to go buy like
very
$10
relatable.
million.
Very relatable when you
that.
You can't afford Wendy's 5 for $5. So your Wendy's 4 for $4 biggie bag.
Yeah.
So you got to put your $19 million 10,000 square foot Hampton home on the market.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate to hear. We hope that he recovers soon.
Yeah.
And his financial troubles go away.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they're prosecuting him anyway. They should be prosecuting like the whole people who made the. Who
I don't know if you can do that though. I don't know how it works. He's the one who shot them, which means he's kind of on the line for it,
right?
Because he could have,
Because it's still like, isn't it still like a charge, like involuntary?
Yeah, it's involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah,
he didn't mean to do it, but he did it. So, and then some people were saying that he meant to do it. Which is a weird thing to say.
That is such a weird thing to say, yeah.
Like, they don't know his relationship with this person. Also, the director.
Also, how would
everyone on set watching, this isn't in the script, and he just like aims the gun at them and shoots.
Yeah,
people would know. Mm. But they had a crime scene technician. Several witnesses have testified. Members on Rust, the show or movie they were shooting for, and a crime scene tech who worked on the case, and a consultant on industry practices around firearms.
Geez, we got two Debbie Downers today. I'm talking about the plane catching fire. You're like talking about this whole Alec Baldwin case. I just can't believe that it's back on. Where'd you hear this? I see you got the New York Times article.
So kind of what I'm doing for my notes is I go to Reddit and I just click on the search button, and it just like pulls up like trending stories. And I'm like, oh, some of these are good. Okay. Some of them I didn't write down, but
yeah.
He also wounded the movie's director. This is going to be a controversial movie.
You think it's coming out?
I don't know. I mean, after this happened, I'm sure production stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah.
Investigators found 5 additional live rounds on the set, but law enforcement officials who investigated the case have never put forward a theory about how they wound up there. Oh, the armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who was responsible for weapons and ammunition on the set.
Armorer.
Oh, what did I say? Armorer? What did I say?
I think you might have said armorer, but I think I heard it like just armor.
The movie's Armor. They also face an involuntary manslaughter charge. She pleaded not guilty and is scheduled to stand trial next month. So they are after her too.
Wow. Okay.
The movie's first assistant director, who was in charge of safety, pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, avoiding prison time. That's a pretty good deal. Yeah. But
people were talking about this a while ago, and I think someone brought up there was like a movie that was getting filmed, and I think it actually got released, and someone died during the filming. They were like filming on these train tracks, and like she's like, I guess, laying down in a bed like on these train tracks, I guess, and like a train starts coming. Like,
oh my God.
I guess they thought it was abandoned or something. And there's like video of like, I guess like the train was coming. They're like running to get like off the tracks and everything. But it was like on either a tunnel or like a bridge, and they couldn't move to like the left side or.
And
like,
this was like a big
tracks.
movie or like
it was
just
like
some
an
people shooting a
indie
film
movie. I think it was
wow.
like it might have been like a short film or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big movie, but it's like also poor
Yikes.
planning. They're just poor planning all around with with someone.
Well, the legal question is whether Mr. Baldwin acted with willful disregard for the safety of others when he handled the gun, even though he had been told it did not contain any live ammunition. So basically what we were saying, don't aim a gun at
Don't
people
aim a gun.
regardless.
No. Unless they're telling you like this is where to aim it, I guess.
But then it's like, as an actor,
Dude, Blue's going crazy today, by the way.
Messing with the bowl.
She's
trying to get food like under the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, as an actor, if someone tells you like aim a gun at the cinematographer,
Hold up.
yeah, let's maybe not do that.
Let's maybe not.
But you know,
also no double checks or anything. Like, hey, that gun doesn't have any bullets in it. Have you checked?
I mean, I'm sure that's part of the reason why they're getting charged.
Yeah. Well, blanks don't look like regular bullets, do they? Right? I would imagine bullets have
I'm
like
sure they
a
have
bullet
some...
on the end, and then blanks just have like a. It's just a cartridge. I'm assuming.
Oh, I spelled that wrong. Yeah.
Also, blanks can still mess people up. I heard.
Yeah.
Like if you're really close to the gun.
They expel gas still.
Yeah.
Because they're still because there's recoil from them to make it seem real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a blank basically just is the same thing, just with no projectile on the end. Yeah. So there's still gunpowder, there's still a primer, there's still a casing, so stuff will still exit the barrel of the gun. But yeah, so you know, he didn't check. Like, yeah, if you can clearly see there's no.
Well, obviously he didn't check.
If you can see there's a projectile on it, these blanks are kind of pointy.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
they're
what I'm
not
saying.
blanks.
Like, no one checked.
So.
Well,
Yikes! Just
yikes,
man.
Yikes all around for that case.
Yeah.
The legal system takes forever.
Yeah, it does.
The FAA is our best like legal system.
Yeah,
the FAA like sees something, they're like, that plane's going down. Where?
I mean, think about how many people are acting in movies as opposed to how many people are on planes in the U.S. every day. Yeah. It's a significant safety issue.
So
if
they
there's
need
doors
to,
flying off these planes
immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like crazy things that happen. Like the legal system will be like,
well, I don't want to get into the legal system. It's a whole,
not get on.
It's a whole monster of itself. But you know,
yeah,
it's There's a lot.
There's a lot.
I don't think I said like that much.
You didn't. I said like this time. I said like about 4 billion
I probably
times.
did. I think I
son of a bitch.
I stopped listening to what I was saying.
I stopped listening to what you were saying.
A lot.
You stopped listening to what you were saying. You're just like talking. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm like talking to someone and I just forget what I'm saying to them, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell.
Well, sometimes when I'm saying a story, I'll just be like, or I'll be like,
right.
You'll be like,
and then
or I'll say,
and then I was like,
yeah. So you were like,
my life be like, ooh.
His life do be like, ooh.
Your life be like, ooh.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you're on Spotify, check us out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at afternoonbreakfast.tv. Although our Twitter handle is different. I don't remember it. It's somewhere. Just look up Afternoon Breakfast. You'll find us.
Afternoon Breakfast Pod. Thank you guys for watching.
No Afternoon Breakfast.
Afternoon Breakfast Pod.
There's
no pod. Sorry.
It's just afternoonbreakfast.tv on most platforms.
Scratching my nose.
Yeah, I see that.
Did the camera turn off?
Uh-oh.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
let me go look. Thank you for listening on audio. If you're on video, sorry if the camera cut out.
Yeah.
We just realized.
It's all right. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. See you next week, Monday, 6 a.m. See you then. Have fun at work.